Well, I keep my boat tied up against the back of the shed here. It seems to work. Nobody seems to complain that I have it there. And I used to have a 12-foot aluminum, but now I got this 16-footer. It changes the whole thing. I had to get some bigger wheels for the back end there, and they work pretty good actually. Maybe I have to put some air in them yet. Feel a little soft, but maybe they're supposed to be that way so you can get them up and down on the rocky beach. But anyway, there's a pin you pull out there and you put the wheel down, put the pin back in. Ta-da, just like that. And then when you put it in the water, you put the wheels back up again. And it sure makes it easy to get the boat around, because I have to drag it all the way around to the back here to put it up against the shed. And it's a little difficult dragging it in the grass. I can do it, but this makes it way easier. You know, one person can move this 14-foot of aluminum around pretty good this way. Now you see, when I get to the driveway, the boat's facing the wrong way because I have to load it with the back of the boat facing the truck. With my new invention, I've seen on YouTube several different videos of people making this. It's not my invention, but I just sort of copied it. But everyone is different, so everybody had to go through the same thing I did, because everybody's boat's different, everybody's vehicle is different, so and everybody's ideas are different. You see those two handles on the back of the boat? What I decided to do was have a rope coming down from the loader, or from the rack, down through those handles back up to the rack. And I was suspicious that idea might not work so good, but I had to give it a try, see what's gonna happen. And you'll see what happened here. And then I had to wire this, the winch has a relay, and on the relay there's remote control wires. So there's one wire for the power and one wire for the forward and reverse, or two wires actually for forward and reverse, or in and out it says on the remote. And okay, the big fish just have to hold the remote for a minute. And you see the winch, I made a bracket and put it on the fifth wheel bracket there, and so now it's nice and solid. Now this rope, see, it goes over the rack and down through one handle and then across to the other handle. No, go this way. Yeah. And we'll give this a try. I think it's a little bit too long, but see what happens is when the boat goes up, it's supposed to rest on that rope. You see, that lifts it off the ground, and then and I put that board there just so it doesn't hit the bumper and everything. Another experiment. Yeah, maybe I might have to put a loop over there. You see, I already tried it once. It didn't film that. But then now I shortened up the rope there by making a few loops. So here we go. See, it comes up against That's board. Well, it's lifting the boat up all right, but you see that harness up in the front there? I have to shorten that up for sure. It looks a little bit long. And these ropes look a little bit long too. Yeah, it's not quite right there. Something suspicious. Yeah, you see that rope holds the boat off the ground, but gets in the way of the bumper. So far, so good.
Oh no. Well, that didn't work. Holy smokes. Ooh, gotta try something else.
Okay, this is the next day, and I made some changes. I shortened up on this bridle here. Actually, I made it too short, and I had to add a link in each side there. And here, I shortened this rope up, and what I did is I got some extra pins, and I put them in the wheel bracket here. It's further out to the edge of the boat on each side, and instead of in the handle. And in the handle, I had that one long rope so it could slip in there. And so I'm thinking this way here, it'll hold the boat better. And I put a piece of plywood there instead of that little plank. And so then it won't ride up onto the bumper maybe. So now I just have to get the winch line and hook it up. That winch actually has neutral in there, so I could just yank that line off of there, but I'd have to climb up in the back of the truck and turn the knob, and then, and then climb back and put it back in gear. It's easier just to go in reverse or out on the remote. It says in and out. So put it out and connect it up here. Okay, experiment number 2. So we'll see if there's any surprises this time. In theory, it's supposed to work good. Look at that, eh? How simple is that? Oh, it's still riding up on the bumper though. Just needs a little help there. People on YouTube made a bracket that fits in the fifth wheel, the trailer hitch, and holds the boat away. So maybe I have to do that yet. But seems to be lining up here. We'll see what happens. Maybe for a 10 or 12 foot boat it would work really slick, but this is a 14-foot aluminum, so maybe this is just a little bit much for this idea, but it looks like it's working. Now this is all to do with the tipping point of the boat. So when I winch it ahead, you see the rope on the bottom of the boat holding it in position, and then it's finding its tipping point now. Which is there. Plunk. So now I can just go ahead a little bit, and that'll hold the boat down onto the rack, and then I'll put these are loose now. I'll have to put a line over top of the boat, a strap, ratchet strap, a couple of them to hold the boat up there. Now to get it back off again, I have to pull it back and get it so it rests on those ropes. You see those ropes came tight there. And just need a little assistance there. It's working. It's a little bit nervous, nerve-wracking, but that's what these experiments are for. And worked out okay. I'll have to try it several times here just to make sure nothing's going to go wrong. But you see the truck is facing downhill, and on a boat ramp, the truck will be facing uphill, so the tipping point will be a little bit different. Look at that beautiful sky. Thump. Yeah. Okay, now to get it back off again. Looks pretty good. As long as it always hits that front rack in the right place. You just have to make sure each time. And I can see me on the boat ramp lowering this straight into the water. So that'll be an experiment here. Can't do it today or tomorrow. Got a whole bunch of domestic stuff to take care of. Well, worked pretty good. Now I got a boat loader.
And I
think I'll try it one more time.
Because I made it too short. Okay. to the scary part.
Yeah.
Make sure it's straight. I think so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to crash and burn like that at the end?
Well, when it gets past tipping point, and the truck is facing downhill a little bit.
Right.
If it was facing uphill, like it usually would be on a ramp, there. And that
Cool.
would hold it.
Cool.